get from 1-5 and then now you guys are boiling them. What does that mean? What does it say about this team? Does that go through all that adversity?
Yeah, I mean, just we were talking about today with Coach B. It's just resilience, you know. A lot of people can see 1-5 and give up, and that'll be a season, and everyone's expecting. But we knew what we had in this room, and we still know what we have to do in this room. So I'm just glad that we're able to show it, and we knew this was a team that could get things done. I'm just glad that we can actually show that, and big shout out to our coaches because they're steering us in the right way.
And then game-sealing pick on senior night, your last home game at CEFCU. Like, what is that? What were your feelings going through your mind after that?
Just getting it done. I think at the end of the day, it could have been anyone with the game-sealing pick, and I'm glad it was me. The coaches put me in the right position to get that done, and we all knew someone had to make that play, and I'm glad the QB got flushed out thanks to our D-line. Our backers were on it, and I made the play, and celebrate with my team because it took all 11 and 22 of us. Everyone on the sideline got to dress for the first time this year, and I think that really helped us, with the energy. I think that going forward, that'll help us even more.
I think something that everybody's wondering right now is kind of simple, but how?
Big Coach B, I'm always going to give my love and praise to Coach B, Dio, the coaching staff. When things wasn't looking the right way, they were in here right after the game, trying to figure out what we can do better. And as you see the coaches trying their hardest, they're not having their time with their family, they're in here 24/7. We see that, as a leader on this team, we get the other players going because we know we got to sacrifice too. It's all about sacrificing and giving to our brother and playing for the next man next to you. And Coach B has a great culture in creating that, and we're living it now. And like I said, coming back from 1-5 and now 6-5 bowl eligible, that's big. And we knew in that room that we can do that, no matter what everyone was saying, no matter how much we were having troubles in the beginning. We knew that if we just stuck our head down and kept climbing, that things would look our way.
San Diego was thrown out there with this full house backfield, and what you studied in the week, and what was there a lot of different stuff they were doing besides what you might have been studying and saw on film?
Yeah, I give San Diego State coaches a lot of credit. They had a lot of things that we couldn't really get a hit on, so we knew that this was just going to be a physical, tough-nosed game. And when they came out in that 32 personnel off the first play, we took that as a sign of disrespect. Like they wanted to test our physicality, and I'm glad they did. They popped one on us in the beginning, and we knew right then that was a fluke. Let's get under our wings and let's get this thing going. And I'm glad that they went like that so we can show our physicality. We've had troubles with that in the past, and I'm glad we can show it today.
Tre, you guys are 1-5 around now, bowl eligible, and you still have a chance for the Mountain West title game. At what point, or was there a moment when you guys started to believe that this turnaround was possible to go on this winning streak that you guys are on right now?
Yeah, I think we always knew we could do it, and the results in the early season, just we weren't getting it done. But I think that New Mexico game, we went down, I think 3 at half, and it was one of those things where the players were invested in it. The coaches didn't have to say a word. We knew what we had to do, and we knew how to get it done. And we went out that second half and just completely dominated. And I think that's really when we woke up and realized, if we put our minds to it, we put our heads to it, we play together football and play for the man next to each other, it was going to work out that way. And luckily, but I'm glad that we can keep going that way and going that route, and it's going to take even more next week. UNLV's a great team, a great competing team. They're in the championship competition too, so it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, and the defense has been playing extremely well over this whole winning streak, actually. So, what's kind of gone into that for you guys?
I think just trusting our defense. Dio is a great coordinator. I'm glad he's my position coach too. And when he's coming up with these schemes, you got to trust him. And you might not see the vision eventually, but eventually you're going to see it. And if you just keep trusting him and trusting his input and his brain and his knowledge, it's really going to start meshing together. I think our D-line really stepped up to the plate these past few games. They've been stopping that run. I know their pass lanes have gotten a lot better, and that helps us in the backfield and covering those routes, especially on faster guys and faster receivers. So I give a lot of credit to Coach Dio and Coach Joe, Coach Scott, all those defensive coaches for sure for getting us right.
And then you got the game-sealing interception. What was going through your head on that play, and what did you see?
It was, I knew that quarterback when I started looking in his eyes when he was rolling out, thanks to our D-line, I can see his eyes getting worried and panicked, and I knew he was trying to force something. And I think 81, their tight end number 1 receiver, he's going to go to him in a sticky time like that. So jumping that route, it was good. I just had to get the eyes onto the ball. It was a slippery game, wet game, so just making sure I secured that pick and then get a couple yards, go down, and finish that game strong.
Yeah,
A couple
so,
more.
Previous question already asked about the interception, but I saw you after making that pick and play B whistle. I saw your post-play celebration where you took a bow. So it sounds like you really have to feel great about that play in what could be your final home game.
Yeah. I took a bow because that was like my last game in CEFCU, you know. San Jose State and this program raised me and turned a boy into a man, and I'm forever grateful for this team, for this opportunity Coach B has gave me, you know, just see what we've done. CEFCU as a whole, you know, San Jose State as a whole, we've done a lot, and leaving that legacy was a main thing for me heading into this last year. And, you know, beating San Diego State, beating Fresno State, like beating those people in California, the teams that we always go head up against, I think that was a great thing. And winning your last game at CEFCU with the game-sealing pick, you know, you can't really write it any better than that. So I just thank God for that opportunity.
The family was here.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard to spot them, you know, up in the press box. To kind of play your last game here with your brother, with in front of your family, what does that mean to you?
Just can't even put into words, you know, just seeing all my family there, I don't take that for granted, you know. Throughout all these hard times and hard past years that we've had, like, my family stayed true with me and stayed true to this program, you know, and I got a bigger family out of it, Coach B's family, all these coaches, and, you know, I got so many brothers on this team that I'm going to have for a lifetime. So, again, this San Jose State community, you know, it's a great thing, and people underestimate it, but slowly but surely, hopefully we can open their eyes to what we actually have here to offer.
Final question for Tre. Andrew, close us out.
Yeah, so Trey, so you're a sixth-year senior, and you started at San Jose State in a time when the program was trying to find its identity and rebuilding itself. So you're clearly one of the OGs who's been through the earlier struggles. What's your message to the younger guys who have learned the game from you, given the experiences you've had?
I told the younger guys, you know, we're doing our little senior speeches, just not to wait. You know, a lot of these opportunities are taken for granted. A lot of these games, people think when they're freshmen they have so many more years left to develop and take that turn and flip the switch. And for me, you know, learning from a young age that you don't have all that time. And, you know, Coach B, I remember Coach B sitting up and telling the seniors back in 2018, you know, give your little speech. And I was sitting in there like, I'm a freshman, I got at least 5, you know. And for it to go full circle, for me, it's just a big thing to remind these younger guys to just keep building that, keep trusting in that brotherhood, and, you know, keep investing in this program. When the younger guys, new guys come in, invest in them, feed into them like how we did to these younger guys. And I think you can even see it from our culture. It's turned around. It's friendly. It's family-like. It's a bond, and Coach B really built that.
Thank you, Tre.
Yep.